a incredible contract for Dak. I don't know if it's an incredible contract for the Cowboys, but as the quarterback contracts usually go, it's usually next man up is going to get paid more. So that starts with our first question this week. Drew, we're going to go with you. Are you comfortable paying Baker Mayfield more than Dak Prescott?
No, but so my guy Nick Wright at Nick Wright on Twitter on First Take, he said this is the best contract any NFL player has ever signed. The amount of money he gets, $75 million in his first season. 1 year from now, Dak Prescott will have received $75 million from the Dallas Cowboys. It is an unbelievable deal, and the thing that makes it crazy is after 4 years, he'll be a free and clear free agent at age 31, able to sign with any team that he wants to. So I don't want anything to do with that type of a deal. I would much prefer the Patrick Mahomes type of a contract instead, where the total number might even be higher, but it's spread out over the course of 10 years. You can make that salary cap work to where instead of something outrageous that Baker's only eating into, something like 15 to 20, maybe 25 million a year. As it goes up, as the salary cap increases, that hit number increases a little bit. So I think you can do something with that type of a deal, a little longer term, with the same amount of money, if not even more. I have no problem whatsoever spending Jimmy Haslam's money. I've been on record as saying this for as long as we've done this podcast. I am perfectly happy spending a billionaire's money, but I would prefer that contract length to look, and that contract structure to look a little more like Patrick Mahomes and a lot less like this 4-year monstrosity. Dak Prescott got everything that he wanted in this deal, and I would prefer something longer term. It's a little more team friendly. They can do a little more with that, with adding some pieces around him that way.
Yeah, we talked last week about this pattern of former Super Bowl champions losing many of their players in that following season. There is a pattern with quarterbacks as well, signing that big contract and then having difficulties signing a lot of great players around them. I don't know if Russell Wilson or Ben Roethlisberger might be in that camp. There might be some restructuring that goes on in the future. But Eric, what do you think about the Browns going long-term with Baker? It's pretty much the price for admission for having a great quarterback.
Well, you're hearing all these news reports alleged that the TV contracts are going to be substantially larger in the coming season and future. So I would hope that the salaries are going to go up as well as the salary cap. So I'm guessing that that's going to be the case for Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. So I'm hoping that if they sign him now, it will be an expensive contract, but several years down the road, it won't be as expensive. I think they're going to have to kind of, let Baker have, I don't want to say let Baker have this one, but they gotta sign him to a big deal. That's just kind of that option. It's either that or, what are we going to do? We're going to do a Kirk Cousins kind of thing where we franchise tag him a few times and let him walk. I don't want to do that. We just have to be smart with their money. Whether that's, obviously Myles Garrett's re-signed. You got Nick Chubb. You got a couple other guys, Denzel Ward. Hopefully we're going to be a couple of younger guys that are going to be up for contracts in the next few years. Obviously you want everybody to be on team-friendly contracts, but I did hear actually a part of Drew saying that he preferred the method of the longer contract that they have for Mahomes as opposed to Dak, and that's definitely the case as far as team contracts go. Something that you can spread across that money over a long period of time as opposed to a short period of time. You look at somebody like Dak Prescott, and I think they said that he was going to be 31 when his contract ends. So he's still got plenty of seasons after that. That if he's still playing at a high level, some team might still give him a similarly high contract. And not that I want the best for Baker Mayfield, but I want him to be with the Browns for a long period of time. So I'm hoping maybe not 10 years, but 6 years, 7 years would be great. And if it's the same amount per year, it's kind of what you see in hockey and baseball is these long contracts. And once they sign them, everybody's like, wow, that's a lot of money. That's so huge per year. And then halfway through, they're like, okay, that's a reasonable amount. That's also provided they're in their mid-20s and not an Albert Pujols, who was kind of at the end of his peak to begin his 10-year contract. But I digress. And so, yeah, I mean, let's sign him up. Let's sign him for a big contract, but still a reasonable one. I think Andrew Barry and Paul DePodesta are going to do a good job as far as making the numbers work and making the cap manageable for the team for several years to come.
Dak's going to have 20 years left if he just follows the TB12 diet.
Right.